Did you know that 97% of the businesses in the world are small businesses?
Wow.
And a lot of the people that run these businesses would consider themselves to be entrepreneurs. I consider them to be cowards.
100%.
I do agree that having a small business and turning it into a bigger business is generally the way to go for a lot of reasons. Not least of which is the bigger the business, the less stress, the less time, the less effort you personally have to put in as the owner, even as the benefits get bigger and better for you. But I would hardly say you're a coward. I think in most cases, people don't understand how to grow. They grow to a certain point, but they don't understand how to set the business up so that they need less and less of their own time to operate it successfully. They feel like, well, there's certain things I, as the owner, am the only one that can do. And that's generally just not true. Back when I bought my catering business years ago, I had some restaurant experience. I'd never done catering though. But the owner of the business at the time said, boy, I don't know if you're going to be able to take this over. I mean, this is just a lot. There's so much for me to teach you. I don't even know, if I'm going to be able to effectively teach you how to run this business. I said, well, I mean, it's mostly a barbecue kind of restaurant. Aren't we just talking about heating up meat? I mean, we're not talking about brain surgery. You're not a world-renowned brain surgeon, and you're not sure if you're going to be able to teach me all the techniques of brain surgery that I might need to know. We're talking about recipes that you can write down and can be replicated, and a process for heating up the food and, creating the menu items that can be followed. So I'm fairly confident I'll be able to learn. I think the vast majority of businesses fall into that same category. Yes, at first it might seem like, well, everything I do is different and each job is a one-off and there's no way to really outline, but there is. I mean, really there is. You learned it, right? If you learned it, you can probably figure out how to put it into a process and teach someone else to do it. And yes, at first they probably won't be as good as you are. They won't know as many things, but they'll be able to get it. And some of them may actually be able to do it better than you are, more efficiently, faster, smarter, whatever it is. I think the limiting belief is not that they're cowards and they're afraid to start a bigger business or grow their business bigger. The limiting factor is knowing how to step back from the parts they're doing and delegate it, hand it off to other people and get help and support in growing the business. And I think that's the part that a lot of people get stuck on, and they just decide, it's just easier for me to do it myself. And I'll have a handful of helpers and we'll just stay at the size where I can manage it than going beyond what I can personally keep my hands on and my arms around this business entirely. And that's what keeps businesses at a point where it's hard for the owner to ever take a vacation or to ever really build something that could be sold for a large amount or ever feel confident that, if something happened to them, things would continue to work well. It doesn't have to be like that. I guarantee that virtually any business you can name can be grown beyond what one owner can do, but you have to want to do that. And you have to know how to do it. You have to start trying it. I think that's what's holding people back, not cowardice.